URT. Who are we? This is the URT. You are the URT. Big up the URT. Hold tight for the URT. Smash the like for the URT, people. Let's be having you. Big up the Saeed raid. Saeed raid. Raid. Big up to the Saeed raid, man. Big up to Saeed for the raid. Appreciate him. Big up to everybody. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Solidarity and love to everybody out here in this world, people. Love and light, man. Love and light. But yeah, coming out on tonight's show, we're going to be talking about Wilcox, the waffle about Wilcox, what's going on with Wilcox, and everything else that is happening around the potential maybe Manchester United. What type of players we're going to discuss? What type of players do you think Manchester United should go for? That's what we're going to talk about. So get the likes up, smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, people. It is what it is. We're here, we're there, we're everywhere, people. Big up and love and light, everybody. Please smash that like, subscribe to the channel, and let's be having you. But that's what's coming up on tonight's show. We're going to talk about Wilcox. We're going to bring the quotes up. We're going to be telling you what is real and what's waffle. I think a lot of it is waffle. We need him just to keep and do the business. If Amorim is your guy, if Jim the Rat is saying, Glazer is saying, Radcliffe is saying, Radcliffe Glazer is saying, oh, he's our guy, he won't stay for 3 years. Well, why don't you back him then? Every window you should use to back him. So back him. Club Bruges robbed tonight. Yo, people, tell me, man. Let's talk about it anyway. But yeah, we'll be back after this intro, people. Let's get this intro, and then we'll talk about, we'll round up the Champions League results as well. Big up the URT, man. Big up the URT. Big up the URT. Let's get you tonight. Let's be having you. Let's go look at the results of tonight's Champions League, which we're not. Manchester United was regular when I was a kid, man. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Manchester United was a regular. It was a regular things. Champions League, man. And my favorite nights at Old Trafford is the cold, windy night. You know what I mean? Cold, windy night at Old Trafford, man, under the lights, the atmosphere. But yeah, let's have a look at this, people. Let's be having a look at this. I hope you can all see this. But yeah, big up to everybody. Please smash a like, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, people. Man. We're here, we're there, we're everywhere. Big up. Yeah, let me just show you. Let's go through with it. Pavos 1-0, Villarreal. That's quite disappointing. Chelsea drew 2-2 with a team from Azerbaijan, Karabakh. Yeah, Ajax, Galatasaray finished them. Ajax are not the same, people. 3-0, comfortable. Leverkusen, Benfica. Wow, Jose's under pressure there. What go on there, Jose? You're losing at home. Usually Benfica and the Champions League do really well. Bruges and Barca, I watched that game, and yeah, people, it was madness. Bruges did them on the counter so many times. To be fair, Bruges had 2 goals disallowed. I think a penalty ruled out. Yeah, Szczesny got away with one, definitely. Inter Milan, you know, they were always going to beat them. I mean, City were always going to beat Dortmund. That is a shock result. I'm not going to lie. I love De Zerbi, but that's a shock result. That's a shock result. Obviously, the Newcastle run out 2-0 winners. If you're interested in the championship, there you go. There's the results for tonight as well. You know, Preston 2-1 Swansea, QPR, Southampton 2-1, Norwich and Sheffield Wednesday 1-1. Big up to the Sheffield Wednesday fans for saving their club. Wrexham Bournemouth 0-0. Big up, love, people. Big up and love. Big up Saeed for the raid, man. Appreciate Saeed for the raid. Big up Saeed for the raid. Big up Saeed for the raid. For the raid, for the raid, for the raid. But yeah, that's your Champions League results tonight, mate. That's your Champions League results, people. That's what that is. Champions League results. Let me get you about the waffle. Let me just hit you with some. Let me hit you with some lovely, 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 lovely quotes from Mr. Jason Blood Murder She Wrote Wilcox, man. Jason Wilcox, man, is a funny guy. Funny, funny, funny guy. Absolutely chatting maca, as you could see. He's chatting absolute maca, maca, maca. But yeah, Jason Wilcox quotes. Let me go back to it. Here it is. So let me just get you some of these quotes. So yeah, this is Jason Wilcox talking about the culture change. So let me just bring this up for you guys. Share this instead. Let me just show you. So this is him talking about Jason Wilcox. He said a lot today, a lot. But he says, when the meeting time is 9:45, you see the guys arriving at 8:30, 8:45. That's a good sign. Whether we win or lose, atmosphere, intensity don't change. Of course, when we lose, there's a lot of disappointment and frustration. But once they're on the training ground, you can feel the character and the spirit. This is Jason Wilcox talking, people. Yeah, bonded blood. This is what I'm talking about, man. 100%. Big up. Let me see if there's more of these quotes, because there was more of these quotes, definitely, that I saw. Phil Jones was talking about Alessandro Martinez coming out. I think they might have deleted the tweets, you know. I hate these people, man. I hate these aggregators, and I want you to go and click on this BS thing, man. But yeah, some of the news as well just coming out, like they're saying, Athletic saying signing a left wing back is not a priority for Manchester United this summer. The club's main focus on bringing in 1 or 2 midfielders and a new centre back. Yo, we need wing backs as well, man. Stop this with Diego Dalot. We're not getting this. But basically, I can tell you, look, I can tell you what he was saying. I can tell you what my guy is saying. So please smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, exactly. We don't see it on the pitch. But yeah, big up to Glazers out, massive. Yeah, please smash your likes on the video, subscribe to the channel. Let me just give it to you. Let me just stop sharing and let me just bring myself back. So basically, Jason Wilcox today gave a 15 minutes interview to the Carrington podcast. It's Man Utd, Manchester United content. So they do a podcast they call Carrington Podcast. And basically, what the podcast was about was 15 minutes of pure waffle and PR from who? From Jason Wilcox. And Jason Wilcox talking about how the different things he's in charge. He goes into a lot of detail, saying, yeah, we need to have a chance. We need to be given the opportunity to be able to do things about the signings. We want to bring, he talks about Mbeumo, he talks about Mbeumo and Cunha. And then he's also talking about Senny Lamens and talking about Sesko. And basically just saying, look, patting themselves on the back, saying what a great job that we've done. And I'm like, how can you sit there week on week and watch that? And then he goes into a bit of the game in Nottingham Forest and he goes, yeah, we were the better team. We should have won. We were frustrated. Players were frustrated. But looking back, draw was the... And I'm like, what game were you watching? Second half, we got torn apart, maybe we got bobbed off that flipping part. What are we doing? We played for the last 10 minutes. So a lot of confusing stuff. Lots of confusing. He's basically talking about how the transfer window works at Manchester United. He's talking about the year before, it was a bit rushed, but last season they planned really well for it. They knew their targets. And I'm like, did you? Did you know your targets? Because if Rory Delap didn't choose Chelsea, Rory Delap would have come and maybe would not have got Mbeumo. Maybe that's what would have happened. Like, maybe that's what would have happened. Maybe that's what would have happened. People hit the like, subscribe to the channel, man. So, yeah, I mean, to me, the question is, right, and see if you agree, right? Let me just go to the poll. Let me go to a poll. Let me just do a poll, quick poll, yeah? What do you want to see from, what do you want to see from Wilcox. Wilcox in Jan. Or are you just happy with a waffle? That's what I'm saying to you. Yay or nay? So there we go. Nay. Are you happy with a waffle? Put your mouth where put your money where your mouth is, man. Put the money where the mouth is. If you want me to believe that Manchester United have got this incredible structure now and are just this amazing, then show me then. Show me, yeah. It's better Spurs this weekend. Oh, that's 4 times they've beaten us. Yeah, 100%. I have zero confidence. After what I saw in the second half against Nottingham Forest, I have zero confidence. Even though Spurs are crap at home. They can't get a win. They've only won 1 game this season at home, Spurs. But Jamie, honestly, I have zero confidence in this team. And Amorim's in-game management. I have zero belief. All I know is that we're going to hoof balls. We've hit more long balls against Forest than we did against Brighton and Liverpool. It's absolute jokes. It's absolutely jokes, people. Let me just see if I can get you actually more of the thing, because he said a bit more, and I'm just trying to remember what he said. But let me just see what other quotes he said. There we go. 1 second. Bear with me, people. Bear with. It's weird with these things. This is one of the quotes that he said about Benjamin Sesko. So let me just bring it up for you. This is what he said about Benjamin Sesko. He's like lauding himself with all the signings. He said, Benji it's at the top end. He's going to be an amazing player. It's difficult to be a number 9 at United. I know sometimes that Mateus and Brian are getting a lot of the credit, but the runs that Benji is making is also helping Mateus and Brian Amorim. But I talked about that. I talked about him occupying centre halves and giving the space to these two. And that's what good strikers do. All 4 of them have done well. The summer signings from last year, they were all top professionals. So he's talking about that. This is what Jason Wilcox is talking about. But yeah, let me just find a bit more what he's saying. Just bear with me. Because there's some of the longer quotes, and now they've disappeared. I bookmarked them, and now these aggregates have turned them into something else. So yeah, here he's talking about the importance. So yeah, let's get to this. Here he's talking about the importance of characters. Jason Wilcox, and the importance of bringing the right characters into Man Utd. It's not about putting Harlem Grudgers together. If you look at the successful Manchester United team, they were very functional players that would die for the badge, and they were more mavericks. When you talk about Eric Cantona, when hear anybody talk about him, he was the ultimate professional. When I look at in the car park, the reports, yeah. So this is what he said. So that's one of the quotes. But yeah, here's where he's talking about Tony Coton, who used to be a legendary City goalkeeper, and he worked at United as a coach. He is talking about some of the things, and he's saying this is what he said about Sané Lemons. Tony Coton, goalkeeper scout, was putting Sané on my radar 12 months ago, and he was relentless with it. The guy's going to be a top signing for us, and he started well, but he has to keep going. He's very reflective, very professional approach. When we were always looking at goalkeepers and to have a huge potential. Sané was unbelievable, and we decided to move. But it wasn't a knee-jerk reaction. Nah, man. Here's some of the things he's talking about here. There we go. This is some of the things that I wanted to talk to you about. So big up to all of you. Please, let's get to 100 likes ASAP. So here's Jason Wilcox. Last summer's window, 24, was far more chaotic than this one, whereas the summer window was very quiet. This time we knew the plan in advance. We knew what players we would target. We had lists. We had fully understood which areas on the pitch we needed to improve. There was going to be meetings between Ruben Amorim and Chris Lavelle and his team. We were very clear about the profiles we needed. That's a lie, by the way, because if we were by all means, we were getting Cunha and we were getting Rory Delap. Sorry, not Rory Delap, the other Delap. And Delap chose Chelsea. So now would we have Mbeumo? Mbeumo thing came way late. Ruben set the vision, then handed over to Chris, and there was a lot of discussion about the type of players required. After the scouts go into the market, we continue to work with that data team and an ongoing dialogue between us. Currently, I hold weekly meetings on a recruitment team to discuss the different profiles, the age group, the cost, the feasibility of the signing, and with Ruben present as well. The purpose is truly integrated with signing a player. There's a large number of people involved in the process, including the data team. After that, we focus on all our efforts on a specific number of players. It's very important that we check players' behavioural backgrounds and are they professional in their lives off the pitch. This is a crucial aspect. This year, we focus on players ready for the Premier League with Brian Mbeumo and Matheus Cunha. We couldn't take too many risks. We needed players that could be involved immediately without needing a long adaptation period. Well, let's be real. Let's be real. Mbeumo was not fit. Mbeumo was not match fit. We bought Mbeumo way too late. He already missed games. So that is a bit of a I don't believe that, because Mbeumo would have been on that flight like Cunha with the beginning. It should have been done. That should have been done. That should have been done. That should have been done. Listen, we're Spurs' little bitch, man. Get used to it, bro. We're Spurs' little bitch. We are, man. We got to get used to that, people. This is the fact. Spurs slap us around like nobody's business. But people, please let me just have a look at the poll. Let me have a look at the poll. What do we see from Wilcox in Jan or happy for the waffle? Damn, yeah, saying honestly, I need to do this again. So basically, Nate, do you want the waffle? What I meant was that, do you want him to sign signings or do you want him to waffle? And people are just saying, yeah, 50-50. So yeah, I'm gonna have to redo that again. But people, how many likes we got on the video? We're not even 100 likes on the video yet. We're not even 100 likes on the video yet, and we need to get there. We're not even 50 likes. Damn, that's terrible. Lamens should have been done in July. Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's what I'm saying to you. It cost us. That's what I'm saying to you. It would have cost us. It cost us points. It cost us points. Do you think Lamens would have made that error against Arsenal? No, he would not have. Maybe Lamens would have made saves against Brentford. To be fair, Brentford ripped us. Yeah, man. Big up King Sol. Big up to all the mugs. Big up Love, man. Big up Sheikh Ariane. Long time no see. The worst out of it, we gave them a trophy with an embarrassment to football world. Yeah, big up Sheikh Ariane, man. I know you're grafting. I hope you're doing well. I'm hoping maybe I'm trying to get to Bradford maybe on the 9th. Give you a shout. Maybe you can give me some tips on where's best to go and eat afterwards. I'm coming to a show. It's a musical event that I might be going to in Bradford on the 9th of November. So, yeah, I need some places for the car. I forgot the place where I went last time. You need to suggest some really good places to me, man. Big up. Ahmad was the worst player when? Nah, he wasn't. In Mbeumo, he was shit. I know people were saying that, all of that. Yeah, big up. Big to said Nurad. I think he did an interview to act busy during the jarring the window, but won't do anything for Gazy Pia. 100%, Big Suave. 100%, people. 100 million%. This is what's happening in Manchester United. This is what we're at, people. So please smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. But I also wanted to ask you tonight about what do you think about January signings? Well, let me just put into the positions. Let me see. Obviously, the midfield, this is 50-50, this poll, and I didn't word it properly. Dyslexia, blame the dyslexia, people. Blame the dyslexia. But this is what I want to start tonight. I want to ask you questions. What do you think are the crucial? What do you think are the crucial crucial positions that need to be filled in Jan. Right? Need to be filled in Jan. So, are we looking at it? Midfielders, obviously we know that that's the top of the list. Midfielders, wing back, right wing back, centre backs. I want to get your thing. I want to get the temperature. Centre halves. I want to get the temperature, man. So get involved in the poll. What positions do we need, people? What position? And remember, the reason why I put wing backs on there, please remember what the reason why, because Ahmad is gonna, more likely we're gonna get Ahmad in Bermo and Mazraoui gone from the 15th of December to the 15th of January. If some of them get to the final, let's say if Ivory Coast and God forbid Ivory Coast and Cameroon get to the final, they're gonna be done. That's a whole month almost they're gonna be out. So we need reinforcements because we don't have that many wing backs. And we don't have midfield players. And I don't think Casemiro can last the way he was going. Casemiro ain't going to play 290 minutes a week. He can't do it at the moment. He can't do 190 minutes a week. We saw it. He was gassed out. So was Bruno. So was Bruno after 60 minutes. And that's why Elliot Anderson took control of the ball and took us apart except for the last 10 minutes. So, yeah, get involved in the poll and let's get to 100 likes ASAP, people. Let's get to 100 likes. Let's get to 100 likes. Listen, the channel is shadow banned. The least you can do for this channel is to like the video. I don't ask you to become a member. I'm not asking for super chats. All I'm asking of you is just to press the like button. You get involved in the vote, in the voting, in the poll. So I see you can use the cursor. You can use the cursor. Just use it to smack a like. It costs absolutely nothing. Let's do it, people. What are we doing out here? Like the effing video, man. Smash a like on the video. And let me see already how many people voted. Midfielders, 72%. Wing-backs, 22%. Centre-half, 6%. That's where the poll is going at the moment. But, yeah, get involved in the poll. Two things you need to do. Get involved. Every time we're live, we're doing a poll. We always do polls every time we're live because we like to have an interactive with the community. I'm not different from the community. I'm part of the community. So that's why it's interactive. No other show make sure that all your comments come up here. All the comments are here. They don't have to be super chats. This is pure interaction. So the least you could do is let's get to 100 likes ASAP. We need the spine. We need the spine, yeah. Too many choices. By the way, happy Guy Fawkes night, by the way. He had that idea, man. Big up fireworks. I hope that you're all being sensible with the fireworks. When I was a teenager, I don't know how some of us have not maimed each other, man. When I was a kid, when I was a teenager, we were doing a madness. We used to shoot shooters at each other, man. Honestly. And when I think back at it, wow, we were so reckless, man. We were so reckless. When I was 13, 14, we used to get 8 shooters and chase each other around the park on bonfire night. Crazy. So please be careful. People need to be careful. Look out for each other, man. Fireworks are a beautiful thing to watch. Make sure that people are being at display. If you're there watching it, done it safely. But please, people, it can easily go wrong. So make sure. Tonight, I got a friend who's a firefighter. Busiest night, one of the busiest nights tonight. One of the busiest nights tonight as firefighters in all over the country. So please smash the like, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And yeah, talk to me. What are we doing here? Everybody understands the midfield. But how crucial is now that we need a wing back? Talk to me about the wing backs, people. Talk to me about wing back. And there's tonight coming out of the athletic boys, the boys that the club briefed to. Apparently, a wing back is not a crucial thing it's not crucial to Manchester United. We bought a 6'5" striker and we can't cross the ball to him. Oh, Robbie, help me. Please help us. What are we doing out here, people? What are we doing out here? What are we doing? We have literally got a 6'5" striker and we can't cross the ball to him. Nuruddin, the lot hater. When Ahmad is worse. Oh my God. Is that you, Vaz? This is Vaz? Is this a Vaz burner? Is this you, Vaz? This joke is the joke. This is a joke. So Ahmad, in his last form, how many games, has scored a goal to get us the point. He has teed up a goal, that crucial goal for Mbeumo, and the toughest game away for Manchester United, which is Anfield. And then Diego Dalot, who's been a liability. You want to compare that to Ahmad? You want to call Diego Dalot, who's been an absolute liability in this team, to Ahmad? I don't know what your agenda is, man. You need to go You need to go to Specsavers, man. Seriously, because I don't know what football you're watching. I do not know what football you're watching. Ahmad, yeah, 100%. I agree. You can say that Ahmad is greedy. You can say that he should stop trying to get these worldies and should pass the ball. 100 million%. I agree. 100 million%. I agree. Especially when he comes inside, he should be doing a lot more. But to compare him to Diego Dalot, nah, you are absolutely need help, mate. You need help. People, there's still over 200 of you in here, and let's get to 100 likes ASAP. It helps the channel so much because we stand up for humanity. We stand up for humanity. Sudan, Congo, Palestine, Lebanon, Syria, all these different places where people are oppressed. So we stand up and we wish well for the people of the Caribbean, Jamaica, Haiti, Cuba, anywhere where people are oppressed, whether it's natural disaster, whether it's by oppressive regimes, whether by colonizers or imperialists. So let's be having you people. Big up. And we'll be there, Freedom Manchester 10, if you know, you know. Vaz's grandfather is related to Diego Dalot grandfather, Fabrizio Romano. There you go. Big up. Nura, but Mbeumo, why is the guy not being mentioned? No, Mbeumo had a horrendous game. But to be fair to him, he was man-marked as well, Jamie Wayne. Let's be real. He got man-marked. And for me, Mbeumo's got to realise that when a man's man-marking you, take him somewhere so we can get more space. Drag Elliot Anderson is their best midfield player. You should have dragged him all over the place and gone further. So give space to Ahmad and other players. Yeah. But big up Mbeumo, Premier League Player of the Month. Yeah, he was brilliant. I thought he scored some goals, you know. He's one of the reasons why we won so many games. But against Nottingham Forest, he was horrendous. Gibbs White. Yeah, I don't think Gibbs White. I think he's a good player. But he needs to be tested at the high level. Because they worked on that. Gibbs White is an attacking player. Ahmad, it's not that he's smaller and timid, but what to me, I don't see that as an excuse. Because I always think if you're not tall as the player, you need to put them up. You need to get your arm across. You need to nudge them so that they can never get proper contact with the header. So there's a way to defend when you're short. I tell you, Lisandro Martinez is really good at that. Fact and the lot seen in Manchester celebrating bonfire night. Sources from Cristiano Ronaldo YouTube. This man cracks me up. You crack me up. Let me just go back to the poll and see what's going on with the poll. What's going on in top of the morning, people? What's going on with the poll? Yo, people need to jump on, man. What's going on? I've invited the boys, but the boys, none of them are available. They're all chilling. They're all chilling. They're all chilling. They're all chilling, people. Do you, I'm going to ask you a question in a minute, but you know what, something for you to think about. Let me know in the comments, people. Do you trust Ruben Amorim's in-game management? Do you trust him to help the players? Do you trust that? Do you trust that, people? Do you trust that? And did you think he did that job on against Nottingham Forest? Answer the question, people. Answer the question. Answer my questions. Martinez would win that header. Yeah, Martinez, because Martinez is a top player. He knows how to do it. Elliot Anderson pocketed him with him neutralized. We lost the attack 100%. The tactics were horrendous. Were absolutely horrendous, those tactics. But I've talked about it. Yeah, 30 more likes, people. Let's be having you. Big up to King Soul. I don't trust the in-game management. All right, by the way, us Amorim outers, gotta say sorry to Amorim. Hey. Big up Jamie Wade. Big up to Jamie Wayne. Yes, people, let's be having you, man. Let's like the videos, man. I don't know what we're doing. Hit the likes, people. Big up Miss Chad, man. Big up love to you, bro. Love to you. Nuruddin, let me see. Did I see Donnarumma sweeper keeper moves? No, I didn't. But I saw him the other day making a mistake. I saw him flapping one against Bournemouth. Did you see that, Sheikh Arian? Did you see that? And don't tell me he was fouled. Don't tell me any of that. Because goalkeepers, referees are letting it all go now. So don't use that excuse. I saw him flapping. Yeah, big up, man. Big up. Raymond Pierce. Love to you, bro. Let me just get this. Stretford Elite says, if we beat Spurs, everyone back on side with Amorim. No, for me, I'm not. I just criticize game in, game out. I'm not about being back inside, back inside. You know my 100% views about Amorim. You know my views. Most of you know my views. My views on Amorim is simply clear. He's out of his depth. He's a young coach learning on a job. He should not be the Manchester United manager. He shouldn't be. But I don't blame him because I expect him for that age, for what he is, to make mistakes. Where he's managed, what job he's done at Sporting, his home country, I expect him. And I have never seen this three at the back business with Manchester United never been successful at it. And I'm still waiting. That system took me to 15th. This coach, the people who got him here. But I don't blame him. And if he needs to be sacked, so does Wilcox, Omar Barada. All of them need to go. People who chose him need to get the F out of Manchester United. But we keep it 100%. The agenda is Glazers, Radcliffe, Ineos, whoever you want to call it, out. Out, full sale only. That's what we're at. That's what we're at, people. That's what we're at. So for me, I'm never in or out. I just put the facts out here. His in-game management and the excuses and the insult to the intelligence of the United fans, what he said when he didn't make subs, attacking subs and midfield subs on Saturday against Nottingham Forest. Amorim's a good man. Yeah, nothing wrong with Amorim. It's been a good man. I think, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know him personally. I'm just talking about I critique what I see on the football pitch. I critique his in-game management. That's what I critique. And his tactics. I mean, can you imagine going to Nottingham Forest and saying, hoof the ball more? I mean, he can't make that shit up. He can't be making that shit up. Hoof the ball. That's meat and drink to them. And then you're asking him Bermo and Cunha to both drop in. No, man. Bermo should be stretching. It's called opposite movements in football. Somebody drops in, the other one goes that way. We didn't do that. There wasn't enough of that. There wasn't enough of that. And then the second half, they locked us down. Look, the strongest part of Manchester United in the past 3 games that we won was the right-hand side. Nottingham Forest, Nico Williams is a right-footed right back. They put him on the left. And then they put Elliot Anderson on the left of the midfield to shut us down. And they did. They did. We scored from 2 set pieces. Tell me how many saves, really pivotal saves, that the Lascelles made, the goalkeeper, Nottingham Forest goalkeeper. I bet you don't remember one. I bet you don't. Because we were just huff and puffing, huff, puff, and absolute donut like that, empty in the middle. Bruno and Casemiro, 2 weak physically, get brushed aside. Get off. That's what Elliot Anderson was doing to them, both slapping them around. Get off. Dictating the play. This is the reality. What we're doing here, people. So, for me, I don't get involved. I just tell you what I see, my opinion. I'm never sitting on no fence. I feel bad for him. So, if he needs to go, the people who got him here need to go as well. They don't have a clue. And that's why I don't understand what the Wilcox waffle has been about. I don't understand what are we? Is he just a coach, right? And if you're backing him, get out there in January, get him the midfielders, and get him the win back that he needs. It's Don Farid starting for Inter. Can somebody, I've not been watching Inter Milan games, but can you please let me know? Can you let me know? Has Dumfries been starting for Inter Milan most games? We should have won 4-2. Sesko had to score. What game? What chance did he have? What big chance did Sesko have? Sheikh Arian, please remind me. I want Ruben to do well, but I don't see it lasting till next 2 years. Yeah, pick up Iron Titanium. Some years built a firework for shows. I'm still alive. Be careful, enjoy it, folks. Just like this show now. Yeah, big up. Like this show, yeah. Big up to you, man. Big up to Raymond. Nuruddin, don't lie. Our best points tally since 2021. But agendas. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? We can beat teams below us, but we're the top 5 contenders. Newsflash, we ain't getting top 5. I don't. For me, I saw what I saw there. Manchester United away from home is dreadful. Let's like and subscribe, everyone, to get to the target. Yeah, let's get to the target. Let me see where the poll is now. Okay, what do you think are the crucial positions that need to be filled in January? So we have 30% midfielders. I think that's a resounding. 21% win backs. Centre have 7%. Let me have a look at these likes, people. Let me just have a look at these likes. Let's see where we are. I mean, I've been live for half an hour and we still not got to 100 likes. It's absolutely woeful. I'm not going to lie. It's absolute travesty. Wow. We're not even 90 likes. Why are you so many of you allergic to liking the video? I really want to know. Can somebody in the comments let me know what's going on? Forest, where we would turn the shot wide, and the other one, where Impoma passed to him and a poor touch. He was offside. Okay. But Sheikh Arian, do you know that most teams create at least 5-6 of those scenarios for their strikers? Second half, we couldn't even get him into the game for him to have a touch. You see, second half, we couldn't even get him the ball because the midfield was gassed out, was done out here, other than hoofing the ball. Poor tactics, man. What's going on in the chat, man? I don't know what's going on. I genuinely don't know what's going on. But somebody let me know, please, why we're not liking the video. What do you think about Kobbie's situation? This manager ain't improved anyone. I'm not having Ahmad or Euro. They just got the opportunity. Yeah. Well, I agree. I do agree. If I say so, I agree, my friend. I do agree. I do agree. Nora, do you think people will fall to understand how fit our midfield is? It's not a top 6 midfield. Of course it's not. Of course it's not. No, he had about 12 touches in the first half. I think he had 12 touches in the first half. But yeah. Man, I mean, look at this hatred. You know what? I swear to God, you must. I don't know what you are. You're Amorim. Are you Amorim's cousin? Are you related to Amorim? Are you Vaz? Who are you, this guy? What's Mainoo done for you to hate him? I don't get this. Please, people, do not let this be. Look at this abuse. Look at this here, toxic. What? Tell me one thing Kobbie Mainoo was done. Tell me one thing Kobbie Mainoo was done. What's toxic about him? Oh my God, you just got an agenda, mate. You just hate. Oh my God, look at this. There's levels to the delusion, man. There's levels. Give me a piece of evidence. I beg you, go on, give me some piece of evidence. You're just trolling. I think you're just trolling. I really think you're trolling because I don't know if you're serious, because you can't give me one thing about him being bad for the dressing room. I don't know, man. Listen, it's to accuse somebody of being racist is a high bar for me. I don't just accuse anybody of being racist, but I don't know. I think he's trolling us. I really think he's trolling us. Yeah, he's working hard. And why can't he do that? He's part of a generation where they talk about on social media. They're constantly on social media. I'm a different generation. I see all my friends' kids and my nieces, my nephews, they all communicate on social media. They all play meme games and all of that, GIFs and all of that kind of stuff. That's it. Has he done anything to jeopardize? Has he been turning up late? Has he not trained as well? Has he done anything? I don't know. He's done everything that needs to be done. I don't know what your agenda is. Big up to Ben. Ben's about better watch out. Ben, big up, my friend. How are you doing? Up the Irish, United Ireland. Talk to me.
Big up, everyone. Good evening. You know the drill, people. Smash the likes, people, and subscribe to the channel. If you're not already subscribed, yeah, man. I'm good, bro. I'm good. Family's well. Everyone's blessed, man. I'm blessed, and yeah, man. Great to be here, man. Thanks all the time for inviting me on, bro.
Listen, can you give us an update on your nan? How's she doing?
Oh, she's nothing to report, man. Nothing to report. She's brilliant. She's doing unbelievable. She's just getting up every day, walking, coming home, having her dinner, straight to bed. Just perfect. There's just nothing to report on, which is no news is good news, people, you know. And
you go around there sometimes to watch TV with her and stuff.
All the time, bro. All the time, man. All the time. You know, at the end of the day, people like, you know, the reality is kicked in, and like, look, I know deep down, like, she's not going to be here, you know, for a while. Like, you know, a good while, she would say. Like, you know, cancer is everywhere, people around the world. So, look, you just got to spend as much time as possible for your loved ones. And, you know, obviously the reality is obviously kicked in. Like, you know, she can't be healed in a way, but we're doing everything we can to obviously to, you know, keep her going. You know, just try and, like, you know, basically treat her as much as possible, like, and try and, like, keep her going for a couple of more years, man. But like I said, man, like, you know, as well, like, you know, we've done more research, man, like, you know, with the cancer, and like normally people actually can live up to 5 years or 4 or 5 years for the cancer, which is absolutely phenomenal. Like, you know, 5 years is a lot, people. It is a lot, especially when you have cancer. So yeah, man, look, at the end of the day, people, if anyone's struggling out there with loved ones that have cancer, just honestly, probably the biggest advice I give you, just basically, you know, just go and, you know, just see your loved ones and just, you know, enjoy all the moments, like, while you can, and obviously just basically enjoy more memories and stuff with them, you know, and they're, because unfortunately, the day will come, you know, and the only way we can actually look up to it is just remember those memories you had with them, like, you know. So that's where it at. But she's doing brilliant, man. She's doing absolutely brilliant. Like, you know, she just looks really, really well, and that's crazy. Like, you know, because obviously, you know, the reality is obviously she has cancer, and, like, you know, normally when people get cancer, they just look to go downhill, but she's going uphill. She's looking brilliant. She's looking brilliant. She's looking brilliant. But yeah, man, big up for, obviously, and big up the chat. Obviously, I see a lot of people showing love, man. It's always love, bro. Big up to the chat every single time, man. And big up to you, Nerd, man. Appreciate every time, man, asking about my nan. Big up every time, man. But yeah, man. I'm blessed to say the least.
What's her name again?
Mora.
Big up Mora, yeah. Big up Mora. Love to Mora. Big up Ben. Mr. Wilcox has been out and about, giving it about. So we're just saying to him, I just said to him, stop the cap, man. Just, if you back Amorim, if you believe in this Amorim project, back him. And you should be using every window to back him, to help him. What are we doing out here?
As Musa once says,
Gallagher ain't gonna cut it for me. Go and get Elliot Anderson in January. That's big teams move like that. If you want to back, but if you want this guy to be here for 3 years, go and back him properly. Give
Yeah,
me your defense, man.
As Musa once says, we are finished. We are finished. Big up Musa. Big up Musa.
All time. Yo, Moosey's travel somewhere, man. I hope he's having a good time. I hope he got there safe
Big up
and
Musa.
well. I know he's gone abroad, so big up to Musa.
Big up Musa. Big up Musa. He's so funny, that guy. Honestly, every time he speaks about United, he's just so funny. But yeah, man. Look, I mean, I've called out for this fucking dickhead for so many fucking months now. Ever since he arrived at Man United, people are all saying he's gonna be the one to fix Man United. He's gonna be the one, and like this is like, as I said to you before, there's like, this fan base is so divided. You've got the fan base and these us, like the community, URT, yourself, Nerdin, myself, and all the other fans that are anti-Glazer and anti-Ineos. These guys are legends. We're legends because we know where our club's at. Then you've got the manager lickers and the player lickers, like the Bruno FCs, the Rashford FCs, the Amorim FCs lickers, right? These boys, they're okay. Just leave them be, because at the end of the day, they don't see the bigger picture, which is basically Ineos. Let them just go down their battle. Eventually, Bruno will leave. Eventually, probably Amorim will get sacked. But then you've got the Ineos fan base army. These boys are, no disrespect, these boys are bastards. These are the criminals that are ruining this fucking football club, and they will not back down anything. If there's any one negative view on Ineos, they will never back down. They will say, "What are you talking about? That he's actually he's actually done well when he's came in." Wilcox, Barada, all these fucking fools, man. You know, at the end of the day, that army there, because I seen your video regarding, obviously, all the Ruben Amorim bootlickers are coming for you, like saying like Ruben's doing well. What are you talking about, Nerdin? For my advice, obviously you have your opinion, but for my advice, I wouldn't go down that battle, because that battle, leave them be. Like, anyway, I'm not saying leave them be. Focus. I would rather you focus on the Ineos army. The Ineos army are the crucial fan base to go after, because these
I think
fools
they're same. I
believe.
think some of them. I think they converge. I think some of them are.
Yeah, I agree, but it's crazy narrative. Like, as I said before, look, if Ineos and Glazers weren't here and we were owned by Qatar, Ruben Amorim deserves to be fucking sacked from this football club. But since Ineos and Glazers are here, and we've had 20 years of vultures still here, and constant failure after failure after failure with Sir Jim Ratcliffe, you know, the icing's in the pudding there. The icing's in the cake. Like, it's just, you just can't physically, even the players too, you can't physically say, sack Ruben Amorim, even like as much as I fucking hate him, get rid of Bruno Fernandes. You know, those two issues there, Bruno and Ruben Amorim, it's not gonna fix shit. If you go for the heart and soul of the club in the Glazers and the Ineos, that's when you can then say, right, okay, we're on to something. Then you can then look at Bruno and Ruben Amorim. I just think fans are just so fucking concussed. And you know what? I watched Mandem talk earlier, man. And you know what? Like, I said at the side on his fan call-in show, the only reason side is in Ineos out is because Ruben Amorim is staying, and Omar Barada and Sir Jim Ratcliffe has said that Ruben Amorim's here to stay, and he's disagreed with me. But I generally do believe side is Ineos out because of that. But like, that's big. It's all up the side, man. But I'm just glad he's Ineos out at the moment. Like, but look, I just think we just need all focus on this army, should I say? I'm gonna call them an army. People say it's a fan base. It's a name.
No.
I call them an army.
The URT are an army.
Oh yeah, but that's what I'm saying. We're a supreme army. We're a supreme army.
We've got a name for them. The name is the Twerkers, man. They're Twerkers.
Yeah, Twerkers. We'll call them the Twerkers. We're the army. They're the Twerkers. But anyways, with Wilcox, right? With Wilcox, honestly, every time the man fucking speaks, bro, it just pisses me off. Why the fuck are you doing interviews? No, can I just ask you and ask everyone in the chat? Does clubs like Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Paris Saint-Germain, Liverpool, Manchester City, do they do podcasts? Do they do interviews? Do they do like all this shit? Like, no. We're the only club, the only big club that do these fucking videos, all these fucking interviews, man. Like, it's just PR, man. It's just PR, because All of a sudden, Man United are winning three games in a row and a draw, and all of a sudden, everything's all like, we're all celebrating like we fucking won a treble or some shit, or won the fucking prem. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Don't as I said before, actions speak louder than words, and that's the most important thing, people. The way they're doing interviews and all this shite talk, that just means we're not a serious football club, man, and we're not. And this shows. I just generally question this fan base, that how the fuck can you support, this club in terms of like their vision and like what they want to do. Like, when they're just constantly posting PR bollocks, man. Like, I don't give a fuck, man. Like, they're just posting on what Mbumo's like fucking an Amad Diallo celebration, like what it refers to. I couldn't give a fucking toss. Like, bro, why are Manchester United posting shit about that, man? Who gives a shit? I'd rather them post a fucking picture of us holding the fucking Premier League or fucking Champions League trophy. That's what I care about. That's what I would want to see on that Twitter timeline. But no, I don't want to see any of this fucking and Bumo, what it means, like the fucking celebration. Why Jason Wilcox wants to back a Ruben Amorim. Why Jason Wilcox thinks the fan base is the most important thing for Man United to get back up to the top. Bro, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Like, seriously? Like, if you want to back Ruben Amorim, man, buy him a midfielder. Buy him midfielders. But you didn't. If you want to back Ruben Amorim, yes, I watched them talk earlier, and a lot of them were saying that Ruben Amorim had a say about Bruno Fernandes. No, he didn't. If this was Eric Ten Hag, he did, because Ten Hag had a priority over all the transfers. But see, Ruben Amorim, it's fucking changed, man. It's Barada. It's what do you call him? Fucking the wee recruitment officer. Pavel, and Wilcox. They decide. They don't give a fuck about Ruben Amorim, because that's their job. It's Wilcox's job to say, right, can we sell Bruno? Can we keep him? Like, I don't really know, really. And it was Wilcox and Pavel's decision to keep Bruno Fernandes. It was not Ruben Amorim. Yes, I'm sure Ruben Amorim didn't want Bruno to go, and I bet he was glad Bruno stayed. But I'm sorry, man. It's not only down to fucking Ruben Amorim. All these Ineos fucking twerkers are all saying, "Oh, it was Ruben Amorim's decision." They're all trying to protect their wee fucking Wilcox fucking PR shit, man. Because that's all that Ineos always says. Nah, I believe in Ineos. You know why? Because Jason Wilcox. It's always Jason Wilcox. Always. What has he done? What has he done? And Sai brought it up saying he brought good recruitment. No.
I told him, you heard me. You heard me.
Yes.
You heard me.
Do you know what? Do you know what I would say? Do you know what I'd say? Look, as much as I like Lenny Euro, as much as I like Cunha and Bumo, who else was we bought last year?
Summons.
Like, Sonny Lamons, Ugarte, Delit, Mazarawi, Zirkzee. Like, bro, do you know what's crazy? As much as they're good footballers, right? Here's the question. Here's the thing, people. They took us to 8th and they took us to 15th. That's all I need to say. That's all I need to say. That's all I need to say, people. And as much as they're good players, they took us to the worst Manchester United positions in history. In history, people. And the thing is, people, right? Yes, Eric Ten Hag was absolutely shite. Ruben Amorim's first season was absolutely diabolical. But I'm sorry, if you're a player for Manchester United and you know the coach's tactics are shocking, you should be able to do as an individual. Finish your chances, create your chances. Individual. Bruno is waiting. I love his profile pic, by the way. I love his profile pic. But anyways,
trolling us.
He really is.
I love it. To troll us.
I love it. I love it.
I like
but anyways,
trolling, yeah.
If you know, if you're a player at Man United and you know Ten Hag and Ruben Amorim's tactics were shocking, the least you can do is show your individual brilliance. And in my opinion, if they showed their individual brilliance, we wouldn't have finished 15th. But the reason why we finished 15th is because we know the true story about these players, that their mentality is absolutely shocking. And where that comes from, it comes from the environment at the very, very top. And it comes to, people don't like saying it, people don't like me mentioning it. Who is the captain of Manchester United on the pitch? It is Bruno Fernandes. Ever since Bruno Fernandes took over, the mentality has been a fucking depression. Depression. It's literally depression. Whereas Maguire, people criticize Maguire of his leadership, but the problem is with Maguire is the mentality was actually the mentality was actually a wee bit up, because obviously Ten Hag had a really decent first year. Ollie as well, remember the good times in Ollie, but the thing is, people, there's so many big issues at Man United, and at the end of the day, it's not Bruno who's the biggest issue. It's not Ruben Amorim who's the biggest issue. It's not any of these fucking players or the coach. It's the fucking owners, and that's it, people. And Wilcox, chat all you want, man. I'm not gonna back you whatsoever. You don't deserve my fucking backing. You show me something. Show me action, not speak. Actions speak louder than words, people. Get me, I demand, a left wing back, 2 midfielders, and a centre back. That's it, people. If you do that, well done. Well done. But if you don't, I don't do it. I'm not one of them fans that I do. But I'll be telling all the Ineos twerkers, and you know who you are, people. You know who you are. I'll be telling every single one of them fuckers, I told you so. I told you so. And what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Are you going to keep backing them? If Amorim gets sacked, are you going to keep backing them? No. Do you know what I'd be doing?
You are. We know who you are. You Radcliffe twerkers. We know who you are. We know who you are.
Who you are. We know who you are.
You Radcliffe twerkers. We know who you are. Get off the pole, people. Listen, I don't find people loving Amorim. I don't know him personally. I just, what do? I just look at it week on, week out. Big up, Patrick Nura. I have a question for you, Ben. If you always say Bruno took us to 15's captain, but De Ligt was captain, do you think he would have been 15? I think, on the circumstances, I think, but the way that people try to make it out like Bruno, people said, the BS that me and Ben can't stand is people say, we would have got relegated if it wasn't for Bruno.
We probably would have finished 10th without him, man, honestly.
God, honestly. Big up to I Am to Tate. Says, Ben, I get your views on Bruno. Ben, I can't get your views.
Can I get your views on Bruno?
Can I get your? Go ahead.
Big up the super chat. I mean, what can I say? Bruno Fernandes. We were linked to him with at Sporting Lisbon. Everyone was getting giddy. Everyone was saying he's gonna bring the glory days back. I was probably one of the very few United fans that wasn't gassed about the signing, because obviously I loved Sporting Lisbon, like obviously what all the players they've created and stuff in the past, like Ronaldo, like all the other players we've seen there, but like Nani as well. And look, I'll just talk about on the ball penalties. He's world class. I'll always give Bruno his credit for his penalties. He's probably one, like, honestly, probably one, like, up there as probably one of the best penalty takers like I've seen in football. Yep, I'll give him his credit for that. Give him his flowers. On the ball, when before Man United signed Bruno Fernandes, I never really once seen us usually play long ball. Never really once. It was always ball to the ground. Pogba, Herrera, and Matic were our midfield 3. It was just basically all possession, tiki-taka football, like basically what we were saying, and until obviously Ollie went to freestyle football. Then we signed Bruno Fernandes, and then all of a sudden we then started becoming a long ball FC, counter-attacking FC team, just a bit like Rashford 2 when he came in. And so I'll just get on to Bruno, what he does on the ball. Too many long balls. I don't like. Yes, to a certain extent, sometimes you have to go long, but he just does it way too much for me. Right. In terms of creating chances, normal chances now. There's a difference between normal chances and big chances. I think he does okay with normal chances. He does create chances, but when it comes to big chances, he doesn't do it for me. He just doesn't create too many big chances, especially because I remember Side always picking out on Bruno, in the big games, like the big games, the Liverpools, the Man Cities, the Arsenals. He never shows up at the big games with us. He's never really, except for Liverpool last year. That was probably Bruno Fernandes' best performance. I mean, he's got a decent first touch. I'll give him that. Like, he's got an okay, solid enough first touch. I wouldn't say it's like anything bad, like what we've seen with Rasmus Højlund and all these fucking players we've seen in the past. I think his positional sense as a midfielder is probably one of the worst I've ever seen in modern day football, and that's out of every player I've like watched in my lifetime. I think if I seen him as a footballer, I would say Bruno Fernandes is a false nine footballer. I think he plays better. His best position is a false nine. But I think most of my critics on Bruno Fernandes has always been off the ball. You know, people always think, what does a player do on the ball? Like, does he do skills? Does he do all this shit? But it's not only that; it's off the ball too. This is why players like Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, Kante, De Bruyne, all these fucking players were outstanding off the ball because they do their job. Bruno Fernandes doesn't do his job. He just doesn't. He runs like a headless chicken. When we were playing 4-2-3-1, he just give up the fucking space, which means left Mainoo and Casemiro, or Casemiro and Eriksen all by themselves. This is why we were struggling a lot under Ten Hag. Same with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. When he came in, suddenly Pogba and Matic looked shit in a way off the ball because there wasn't enough stability once Herrera left. Like I said, Matt, like, you know, he just. Do you know what it is? If he was playing as a false nine, I wouldn't be too critical of him. It's just the fact that he calls himself a midfielder. He calls himself a midfielder. That's where it gets to me. It gets to me that. And what I see with a midfielder is, you know, the fact that we're playing him as an 8 as well, man, it just makes me fucking sad, man, because, you know, as an 8, man, you need to be good, have good positional sense. And he just doesn't have shit, man. He doesn't have shit off the ball. He just doesn't. We were, oh my, piss off with that bollocks, man. Honestly, get out of here. Get out of here, bro. Yeah, get out of here. But anyways, off the ball
He's
is my
top troll, man. Big up.
people need to get on to the thing here. Most of my critics on Bruno Fernandes is what he does off the ball. It's off the ball. It's not off on the ball. On the ball, there's a lot of shit he does in terms of his long balls. He rushes too much. You know, he doesn't know when to slow the fucking game down. It's just all okay. I get the ball. I'm hoofing it. I'm passing it quickly. You know, slow down. Slow the game down. You know, that's what I want for a midfielder. I want a midfielder who can slow the game and, you know, progress. You know, basically, obviously, if we need to, like, you know, rush it, then obviously rush it. Obviously, but, you know, most of my critics have always been off the ball, and every time I ask the Bruno fan base, and they always ask me, "You are the most waffler Bruno Fernandes hater ever, Man United fan ever." But every time I say, "Right, you've told me all these stats. He gets goals. I'll give him credit. He gets assists. I'll give him credit. What does he do off the ball?" And I just don't have an answer from a Bruno Fernandes fan. I just don't hear any decent answers. All of them are all saying, no, but he get assists. He get assists. No, but he get goals. He get goals. He get goals. No, but he has the most chances created in the Premier League. Is that anything off the ball? No. What does he do off the ball? No, he doesn't help shit. He doesn't help shit. And as well as that, as a captain of Man United, he's probably one of the worst captains I've ever seen. In terms of mentality, he doesn't go over to his players and, like, you know, give him, like, you know, high fives, hugs, all this shit. Like, you know, if say for an example, Onana had a stinker and he freaking had a mistake, I don't see any Bruno Fernandes going over to him and saying, "Look here, Onana, it's okay, mate. You know, get up on your feet, you know, head high and stuff." None of this shit, man. There's none of that shit. I'm sorry, even though Onana's one of the worst keepers I've ever seen, man, but I'm sorry. He's fucking shit, and that's why I'll always remain and stick with my gut and say that Bruno Fernandes is one of the worst footballers I've ever seen. Off the ball, not as a footballer, like on the ball. Off the ball, I've never seen a worse player in my life off the ball. And if I was a coach, if he was in our Sunday league team,
Could he ever play with you in midfield?
no,
Benny, when you played in midfield?
no. I'd
Why
rather
not?
I'd rather play with my gran.
He's got
I'd
the
rather
record assist and all that goals.
no.
Come on, man.
I'd play him as a striker. I'd play him as a striker. That's the only thing I would play him, because if he can do all his running around like a headless chicken. Because if he gets beat, say if he gets passed through, you've got a left wing, you've got a right wing, you've got 3 midfielders, you've got a left back, right back, 2 centre backs, and a keeper. But if he's a midfielder and he gets played through and leaves the 2 players behind him open, there's just so much space. There's so much space, and it depends obviously with systems. Some players have 5 in midfield. Some players have 4 in midfield. Some players have 3. Some players have fucking 5 attackers as well. Like, it just depends how like teams set up. Man.
I don't believe that, by the way. I don't think Maguire's never a Manchester United captain either. Never a Manchester United.
He's better than Bruno. Like, he's better than Bruno. I'll say that.
Well, at least to be fair, Maguire never used to throw his
Ben's
hands up.
Bruno agenda makes no sense, man. Oh, that's just another troll, man.
Yeah, that's
just another troll.
This is a troll.
That's my 2 pence on Bruno, man. It's just people must listen to this. I've got issues with him on the ball, like with his he rushes too much, long balls, all this shit, and when to slow the game down, at times play the simple pass. But near enough 85 to 90% of my critics have always been with off the ball, because I can see it. I know when I can see it. When Bruno's making a major mistake, and we've seen that so many games, man. I even point out as well, when say teams are bopping us past the first phase, I know instantly Bruno's gonna chase that ball instantly and get aggressive. And I said, look what he's doing, and then he gets dribbled past, and guess who's the only person left? Casemiro. Bye. That's literally it. So
yeah,
there is people. There it is.
Yeah,
Bruno can't. Oh, and as well as that, by the way, the biggest thing I'll ever hate Amorim for is he complains Mainoo about his. He says Mainoo's not fast enough to play in the midfield. Oh my fucking god! He's faster than Mainoo. He's faster than Mainoo. Have you not, bro? Have you not seen Mainoo's on Mainoo's Instagram? He's been doing pace training, bro. Man's a fucking rocket. He's actually so quick. He's got quicker. I don't really get what this whole if Mainoo and Casemiro play, we're gonna get absolutely bopped around them because he's got no pace. No. Who gives a fuck if you have no pace? Yeah. You can play if you're the slowest player in the world. You can play as a fucking midfielder, man. As long as you just do your job off the ball and have decent positional sense, you're gonna be a good midfielder, a solid midfielder. Oh, it just baffles me, man. Just baffles me. But yeah, Bruno must have ignored you or didn't sign your shirt in the past or something because. Oh my god, man!
Listen, that's his opinion. This channel is for everybody.
I'll always stand by it.
Maroon's Sheepy is trolling us, and we're letting him because we understand we have different opinions, and it's okay to have different opinions. We don't have to agree with each other. But yeah, I think Bruno has been a good player for Manchester United, but the fact that this club plays through him is the biggest. We need technically secure footballers. We play through them, not a headless chicken like Bruno, and not a guy who just spams balls. I can't have that. And not a guy who waves his arms around.
And do you know?
Yeah. By the way, people, we've been live for 1 hour and 10 minutes, Ben, and we're not even got 100 likes.
Oh, come on, people, man. What are we doing? What are we fucking doing? What are we doing? You've just heard my fucking rant on Bruno, man, or not even a rant, bro. I've had worse people. I've had fucking worse. If I had a few drinks down me, then it would have been different, man. But yeah. But look here, at the end of the day, I don't really if people don't really know him, but it was myself and very few others that didn't like the sign up for Bruno. But one person I really loved, honestly, I loved when he spoke about him, and it actually it actually made me like him a lot more because every time he speaks about Bruno, it's just fucking facts, and that's Ricky. If everyone knows Ricky, he knows ball, and he criticizes Bruno every fucking time. But it's off the ball majority of the time you hear from Ricky, and you know I'll always like Ricky for that because he was one of the very few Man United fans that weren't gassed about the signing. And I've always been 100%. I didn't like this signing. I just did not like this signing ever since we got him, and I've always stuck to it, man.
Yeah, big up to Jamie Wayne, the Ineos workers. They can't make sense, man. They were our fans called Mainoo the baby seed of now they're saying he can't run. I mean, make it make sense. Make it make sense. The hatred on this kid is unbelievable. And that's why I said the fan base don't deserve him. The football club doesn't. He needs to go to a stable football club like Bayern Munich and develop. That's what he needs to do. Yeah, big up Ricky, man. Big up Ricky. He made it to UK television the other night. Did he? For you. He was on Have I Got News for You. They showed a clip of him celebrating the header.
Oh, yeah.
Against,
big up Ricky. Oh, big up Ricky. I love Ricky. Yeah.
No, it's just about technical. It's all about technical, man. It's about technical players.
But let me just.
I'm not saying Bruno's a scrub. I just could never play with a player like him. That's all I'm telling you.
But do you know what's crazy, Nerd?
The numbers are there. Whatever numbers, 100, whatever goals, assists, whatever he's got. The numbers are there. But I still think player can have those numbers and can still be a bad for the team. He can, and if you know football, then you understand that.
Yeah, and let me just add on as well. Like people think that I
don't think the biggest problem at Manchester United is not Bruno Fernandes. The biggest problem is
that is correct. Yes,
but
and
the fact that we play through him, is because of these people.
So people won't admit it. That's the craziest thing. But people think I'm so harsh. I'm scapegoating Bruno, man. Like, but do you know what? And this happened to me on X2. I was just basically people were just calling me a scapegoat, or just because I hate Bruno Fernandes got an agenda. But even though I've always had that agenda since day one, since he came into the club, even before his fucking first game. But the thing is, people, when you say I scapegoat him, this fucker has survived so many players that have been scapegoated in the past. Paul Pogba, Anthony Martial, Ander Herrera. People fucking hated this player when Ollie came in, man. People were actually getting on to him. He was like, and I felt so sorry for him, man. I loved Herrera so much, man. But he has survived so many scapegoats, and I'm not saying he should be a scapegoat. But
1 second, Ben. What do I think of Goldbridge? That's what I think.
Yeah, that's
give it a rest. I just
man.
think it's most of you understand where I stand.
Yeah.
Flip flop on everything.
Facts.
I can't take people like that seriously. Flip flop on every issue. And you know what? It is what he has a different audience. He's got the biggest United channel. He has a different audience, and he has to do all of that. But here we keep it 100%. It's raw and real here. No other channel will allow Ben to talk about his feelings.
No, and I've been banned. I posted a super chat saying, Mark, you can praise Bruno all you want on the ball. What does Bruno do well off the ball? And he's like, yeah, you're getting banned. Like, you know, he's what are you talking about? He's a good player off the ball. He does his job right. He actually corrects the team shape and stuff. And I'm like, bro, I just got banned for that, man. And this is why I always get on the Bruno fans. Unless someone comes on and tells me 5 good things what Bruno does well off the ball, I'll sit and literally I'll mute myself and I'll literally listen. But I don't hear it. I just don't see one good thing he does off the ball.
Yeah.
And people say, Ben, check his stats. He's
big up. Listen, people, it's been a quite disappointing stream. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not happy with the amount of likes we've got. It took us an hour and a bit to get 100 likes. But I want to give you the poll. What do you think is the crucial position that we need to be filled in January? 71% of you said midfielders. 22% said wing backs. 7% said centre halves. I think we need all of them, and I think we need midfielders and a wing back right now. I really do think that, because Ben, I was saying, so the African Cup of Nations starts on the 15th of December and finishes on the 15th of January. And God forbid, let's just say Ivory Coast and Cameroon get to the final. Ivory Coast and Cameroon get to the final. That means Ahmad and Mbeumo going to be gone for that much. And we're going to miss him. We're already missing him. I think it's Newcastle game. I think it's a City game, Wolves, some of the game as well. But yeah, it is what it is, people. But people, big up to everybody. Big up to Ben. Let me just say, Ben, I'm quite disappointed. I'm genuinely getting fed up. I don't even know if I want to do shows anymore, genuinely. Because I'm getting fed up because we're shadow banned, right? Because we stand up for humanity, and then people who tune in don't want to like the video. Like, I don't know what they're
didn't even get a notification you were live as well.
Yeah, exactly. Big up to Ben. Make sure you check Ben out on Elmore39 on Twitch, and make sure you check him out on Elmore20. But it's Elmore39 on TikTok as well. Make sure you check him out.
Man. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yep.
Big up to all the mods who are trying. Big up King Soul. Big up to the troll. And I don't know how you keep in a straight face, but yeah.
Big up Esky as well, by the way. I see Esky in the chat.
Yeah, big up Esky. Love to Esky. He says, if United don't win the league, people would be miserable. Welcome to Manchester United fan base. Yeah, I mean, it's not about people win the league. I just think Manchester United I don't think any team has the right to win any trophy. But Manchester United should, for being we were so far ahead. We should be competing for the league, yeah. We should be in the Champions League, yeah, 100%. That's the minimum. That's the minimum I expect.
But here's a better answer. I'd rather us basically celebrate that we get rid of Ineos and Glazers than us win a treble or quadruple. I'd rather us celebrate.
I always said that. What would that be worth? What would that be worth? I always said it'd be worth like 3 Champions Leagues for me and 3 Premier League titles. That's what it'd be worth for me.
That'd be unbelievable for me.
Like 6 big trophies, the 2 biggest trophies. Champions League, 6. It'll be 3 Champions Leagues and we're 3 league titles. That's what it'd be worth for me. Or I can just call it 5 league titles in a row. That's what it would be worth for me.
Yeah, Nerd. By the way, quick question, because I've seen a lot of people mention this on the last show there. Would you ever consider doing like a watch along, but have the boys on as a panel, just all of us watching the United?
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, that'll be class.
Yeah.
Remember you and Bombay were there, and like I was like, oh,
we'll do that. Let's do it.
There,
but the only thing is that
I think you'll get a lot of views too.
I'm gonna be way behind. It's just that we're gonna be in different times. That's the only thing.
Right. Oh, yeah. I suppose that's true.
We're gonna be in different times.
Well, sure, we could just mute ourselves, man. But I don't know. We could find. I don't know, man.
Yeah, maybe, but they're right. But I just wish if I had a link to a really good time, then I definitely we could do that.
I think head up Khalees. Khalees, actually, he's the guy for that, man. He likes.
I need something that is on there, like as far as the live TV.
Yes,
as good as the live TV. That's what I need.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine was only like a few seconds, like 2 or 3 seconds. At the.
But that is the thought. Actually, I'm thinking about might do a watch along here.
Yeah, that'll be really good.
On Saturday, if you're available, 12:30.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'll be here. Yeah. I'll be here. Just give us a buzz, man. I'll be here.
Yeah. I'll ask to see if I can get a link that is really good.
Get on everyone else.
Yeah, make sure that
That'll be freaking cool. Be class. And I just want to hear your rage, Nerd. Diego Dalot. Talk to me about Diego Dalot, Nerd. Talk to me about Diego Dalot.
No, I can't. I've had enough. All I know is that it's not obrigado tax anymore. It's obrigado.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Is that true? Is that actually true?
That's what they're saying.
Oh my God.
Saying, yeah.
Musa said, we're finished, man. We're finished. Yeah. We're finished.
Big up. Anyone else knows what my name shows username?
I was gonna ask that. Yeah,
I don't know who was that. I don't know who that was. I know YouTube is doing a madness. YouTube is doing a madness. It's all AI is running YouTube now, and that's why our shadow ban is even more, and they're not even letting people know. They're saying the channel is for entertainment or the channel is for sport, specifically football. They should have a football thing. YouTube absolute muppets. But anyway, people, free Palestine, free the Congo, free Sudan, free all the people that have been genocided worldwide. Solidarity and love to the people in Jamaica, Haiti, and Cuba who are recovering after a horrific hurricane. Big up to every one of you for tuning in. But honestly, I'm genuinely within this next month, I'm genuinely have to think about, because I give so much hours and energy into this. Because I'm being shadow banned. I'm really thinking about maybe I need to do something else with my time. Genuinely. Because people don't like the videos. Then people are not liking the videos.
Yeah, that's the issue.
People tune in, but people don't like the videos, and I'm just like, is it worthwhile doing? Because I never asked for people to become to become members. I never asked for super chat. I don't ask for any of this. I just ask people to just do it.
Yeah.
And big up to the Marseille fans tonight, even though they lost. They had a huge banner behind saying "One Love, Bob Marley." So big up to them. Stand up for your rights as well. Big up.
But I think you'll get a lot more, like, you know, obviously there's a good few hundred here people watching before I joined, like, but I actually do think you'll get a lot of people in here, Nerd, and if a collective of us, or if you did one with Saeed or Faz or anyone, I actually reckon you'll get a lot more views, Nerding, on your channel. Now, doesn't mean necessarily people actually like the video, which is the issue, but I just blame YouTube for this, man. They're just hiding. They're just basically they know your views on Palestine and all this shit, man.
My camera. Do you not think this camera is good? Do you think this camera is bad? I've just smushed it. Do you think the camera is bad? Let me just.
It's hard. No, I think it's decent. I think it's solid.
One second.
Yeah, I think it might be the light. Yeah.
I think it's the light. So if I do this, watch. It's a lot better, isn't it?
Yeah. It's okay to me. Why? It's people.
Yeah, big up though. Somebody here to send me the super chat. Neither a goal was Bruno's fault. Always blaming him. I think that's where we're going to end tonight, people. But yeah, free Palestine, man. F-Zionism, man. Big up to the people in New York, man. Big up to the people in New York. Love and light to them. And let's hope Mandani gets co-opted by Zionism, or will he deliver for the people in New York? Love and light. Take care. Honestly, I'm genuinely thinking about if I give it up, man, giving up YouTube, because it's just
don't do it.
No, genuinely, man, I'm serious. You know the amount of time and hours I could be doing.
Why don't you? Because I remember Rance talking about it on his stream. He streamed on Twitch, and he got obviously most of his community from that, and then he went to YouTube because he wanted to try something new. Why don't you try Twitch, Norden? Twitch, no.
I don't know.
Twitch, you might actually, or well, I mean, even better, like maybe even like now to do watch alongs, maybe do TikTok like for watch alongs. That'd be pretty cool, like, you know. But but this is where we're at, people. But I just want to I don't know where everyone's. Just want to quickly say something here. There's been a lot of shit going on in this country right now. Basically, the whole government, the Stormont government, is going all tits up right now because a certain man, a certain unionist, decided to go to Israel, funded by the Israelis, to go on holiday and visit all the schools all around Israel, like basically visit everywhere around Israel, funded by the government. And he wouldn't dare go into Gaza and visit Gaza, even though the whole ceasefire was obviously introduced, and everyone in the comments is literally giving him so much hate. And there's a discussion that he might be, because obviously the nationalists, obviously their first minister of Northern Ireland, they actually might consider sacking him, which should be, because he even said it himself. He actually on his party, he's actually spreaded PR from his party, you know, saying, oh, he had a wee trip to Israel funded by the Israeli government, you know, talking about how awful, like, you know, Hamas was and all that sort of stuff. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. This is why there's so much tension going on in this country right now with the two sides of Israel and Palestine. And people, I said to you before, we know where we stand with, and the ambassadors out there know where they stand with the people who put bonfires on Palestine flags on bonfires. That's what we're seeing people in this country, and it's going to get worse. People, we might. I hope it doesn't. I hope we do find a solution, man. But there may be a chance down in the future if this doesn't get resolved. Might even start seeing a lot of riots, just like what we seen back in the day. And these things we do not want to see in any country, man. Like, we just want to have peace, and we just have our views. They have their views. There should be peace regardless, no violence or any of that. But it seems to be people are, wanting to be violent now in this country, and we haven't had that since the Troubles. And that's a dark path we don't want to see again. But look, I don't want to name him, but everyone, if you look him up, he's a unionist leader. He's showing his true colours, so we say. He's always showing his true colours to Israel, and the fact that he got funded by the Israelis, it shows just who they really are and who they.
Yeah, 100%. Everybody's for sale, man. But yeah, big up, and thank you so much for going as the update. People, yeah, thank you for the feedback. I understand. Pest Digital, big up to you. Love. Yeah, big up and love. Yeah, Ben, Elmore39 on X and TikTok, Elmore20 on Twitch. Make sure you check him out there. Big up to every one of you. Big up to King Sol. Big up to everybody. Big up to even the troll. Appreciate Jamie Wayne. Big up to all the boys and lads.
Jamie, man. Big up, Jamie.
Big up and love to all of you lot. But yeah, honestly, I need to think seriously what's going on, because I'm sick of being.
Have you contacted YouTube?
I have. Yeah.
Wow.
It's automated bullshit. AI's running now. It's AI systems. Look it up. Read about it. AI's running now.
AI system.
YouTube. Right. Yeah. Right. But anyway, people, we're out of here. Love and light. We'll be back with a video tomorrow and then a preview, hopefully with Saeed. Or maybe
you just want to
preview on Friday. We might do one on Friday, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'll be right there. Please let me know.
I might actually try to find a video to do with Saeed tomorrow. Take care, people. Love.
Pick up.